You guys are so awesome. I opened up a limited time special offer for this month only of 10 spots of our Discord server for a low price. And within a week, these things sold out. I've already had so many people asking me when I'm going to open up more slots. So just for you, I'm going to open up 10 more spots for this month, ending November 31st. Like I said, these things are flying off the shelf, so get in while you can and lock in a low price. The link is in the video description below. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another weekend update video. And I think we are overdue for some updated technical analysis on some tickers. So let's take a look at 4 tickers today. Let's take a look at Tesla. Let's take a look at NEO. Let's take a look at Rocket. And let's end the video taking a look at DraftKings. So we'll take a look at the technical analysis. I've looked at all these videos probably a few weeks to probably over a month ago now, but let's get right into it and update these videos. So right now we're taking a look at Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and we can see these are daily candles. So each candle represents 1 day of trading, and we already have some TA that I've done on it in the past, and you can see from basically 6 months ago, we are in a long-term, or I should say more mid-term uptrend. You can see I've drawn this green trend line. If I zoom in here to the last week of trading, you can see we're still continuing up along that trend. In fact, pretty much the past 3 trading days, we've basically bounced off this upward trend line, most recently yesterday on November 6th. So I think we are going to continue at least a bullish uptrend in the short term. You can see we are trading above the orange line, which is the 21-day moving average, and the pink line, which is the 50-day moving average. So that's a bullish sign. We are trading above the meme level of 420, so that's also a bullish sign. You can see we did dip very shortly below this trend line, but immediately got bought back up. So I do think this trend line is going to hold. As you can see, if I scroll out, we've basically held this trend line for quite some time now, most recently on September 8th, and then again on September 24th. We did, like I said, break below it on October 28th, but then promptly came back above it. I am looking for next week for Tesla to get into the 430s at least. Maybe if we're really bullish next week like we were this week, maybe get up into the 440s, maybe even high 440s. Right now, the all-time high for Tesla is at basically $500. So we are awfully close to getting back to all-time highs, which we're back on August 31st, September 1st. We'll have to wait and see. The RSI is also not really overbought or oversold. The one thing we will have to look out for is looks like we do have a significant area of resistance right around $435. You can see we did close above it on November 5th, but yesterday we had a little bit of a red day and we pulled back down below it. So I am looking for Tesla to break above 435, because then the next area of resistance is going to be at about 450. So right now, at least the next couple of trading days, I'm looking for Tesla to trade between about 425 and 435, between the 21-day moving average and this area of resistance. And also, as we go out in time, this trend line is going to continue going up and up and up. So I do think that slowly over the next few weeks, Tesla is going to keep increasing in value. That's my technical analysis on Tesla. Let's keep moving and take a look at NEO. NEO has been on a rip recently. I mean, take a look at this. If we zoom out, you can see ever since about May of this year, we've been on an upward trend similar to Tesla. You can see I have this green trend line that's been trending up. We've been following this trend line pretty closely. Every time NEO gets pretty far away, it comes right back down, tries to get away, comes back down. So again, we got away, came back down, but didn't really come that close to the trend line. And then ever since about the end of October, let's say around October 27th, we've gone parabolic. I mean, it is on an absolute moonshot right now. And you can see it's trading very far away from not only my trend line, if I extend this out like this, but also the 21-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. These are old Fibonacci levels. I think I may have to redraw them because these were drawn from May up until about October 14th. I think I might have to delete this and draw new Fib retracement levels that are going to maybe incorporate this recent run up. So let's go from the recent lows. If I zoom in here on about October 26th to the recent highs, and that is going to be basically yesterday or the day prior. So let's see if I can draw fib level, something like this. And that would mean that our next area of support based on the Fibonacci retracement levels is going to be at about $39. Now it's hard to say because, as you can see, if I zoom out, NEO is just constantly setting all-time high values. There is no historical price data there. So no one really knows, even based on technical analysis, where NEO is going to go from here. I think I can update my TA by adding some new areas of support and resistance. Looks like right around $28 is an area of now support. You can see it was a little bit of resistance back for a week of trading end of October. We did finally break above that on October 29th. But again, I don't think I can draw any area of support or resistance just because every single day we've been going up and up and up, it seems like. I would have to guess that NEO is due, I would say overdue, for a pullback because, like I said, it's trading very far away from the trend line, the 21 and the 50-day moving averages, and the RSI is very overbought. I mean, it is off the charts overbought. So I would expect a sell-off on NEO at some point in the near future, maybe as early as next week. We also have earnings coming up on NEO on November 17th, so that's something to keep an eye out for. But right now, NEO is absolutely ripping. I would expect a pullback in the short term. Let's take a look at Rocket Mortgages. So again, this is one that I have not looked at in quite some time, but these fib levels looks like a little bit outdated. So let's go ahead and first of all redraw these fib levels, and maybe we will draw them from the recent highs back on about October 14th down to the recent lows, which were roughly on October 30th, to make it look something like this. If I just get it just right, something right there. And as you can see, if I zoom in here, we are now trading above the 21-day moving average, which is a nice sign. We were trading far below the 21-day moving average, actually for quite some time, about 2 or 3 trading weeks. We are still below the 50-day moving average, but this is a bullish sign. You can see we were very close to oversold on the RSI curve for about a week. And now recently, ever since the month of November started, we've been slowly buying the dip, basically, and coming back up. So I am looking also for more bullish momentum to continue on Rocket. This 21-day moving average, as you can see, yesterday and also on Thursday was acting as now support. So I think Rocket is going to trade now at least at about $20.75. The next area of resistance I've identified is actually $22, not only because it's the area of trend here, but also because that's right where the 50-day moving average is right now. So I think for the short term, meaning this coming trading week, my thesis is that Rocket is going to trade between about high 20s and low 22s until we kind of have a big momentum to break it above $22. As you can see, again, Rocket Mortgage just IPO'd very recently, so there's not a lot of historical price data, especially in this price range right now. So that's why there's not a lot of trend in terms of areas of support and resistance. And you can see we haven't been trading for 50 days up until recently. That's why this 50-day moving average line is so short compared to the orange 21-day moving average. So we'll have to wait and see, but I looks like short-term bullish on Rocket Mortgage right now. And to finish up the video, let's talk about DraftKings. This is another ticker that we haven't looked at in quite some time, but has had a significant sell-off ever since about October. Basically for 1 month, it's just been selling off right now. Looks like as of November now, people were buying the dip, and we've had basically 5 green days in a row. It's interesting, we closed right at the 21-day moving average, which is going to act as an area of resistance. The next area of resistance based on trend is going to be at about $44 or so, but that is not a very strong area recently. But if we go back in time, you can see there's a few candles here in September and also a few candles here earlier in the year where $44 or so has held up as resistance. So I think it will hold up now. The real question is, when the market opens Monday, are we going to come back down and bounce off the 21-day moving average? Or are we going to continue the bullish momentum and try and break above $44 now? It's going to be hard to see because the RSI is pretty much right in the middle, not really overbought or oversold. But like I said, we are in a short-term bullish uptrend. So hopefully that will continue, and hopefully DraftKings will kind of recoup some of these losses that it's taken for basically about a month. I know DraftKings has had a lot of share dilution and things like that by issuing new stock, but it has been hit pretty hard. I mean, we knew from this parallel channel that it rose rather very quickly the entire month of September, so I think we were a little bit due for a pullback. I believe I did mention in my video that we were very far away from the 21 and the 50-day moving averages, and we would have a little bit of a pullback. I just didn't know it would be this drastic. Now, the other kind of a little bit bearish signal is that the 21-day moving average closed, or I should say crossed, below the 50-day moving average right around October 30th. So that is a little bit of a bear signal, but like I said, if we can continue this uptrend, then it won't be too long before it crosses back over the 50-day moving average. That's really all I have for DraftKings right now. I mean, I could draw a trend line, something like this, to show that that's a very quick and dirty trend line, but something more along the lines of this to show that we were in a downtrend. But as I said, this past trading week, we've been hitting green days every day, and we've clearly broken that trend and now are on an upswing. So we'll keep an eye on that. So just as a quick recap, I am short-term bullish on Tesla, bearish short-term on NIO, bullish short-term on Rocket Mortgage, and also bullish short-term on DraftKings. But DraftKings is the ticker that I am least confident about because I feel like it's 50-50. It could go either way. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Let me know what other tickers you want me to look at next. As always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And happy trading.